One of the real shortcomings of SharePoint Designer 2007, in my opinion, was the inability to really do good documentation for workflows. Lots of the users in the business are happy with reading this type of a thing, but if you take a look, you don't have the ability to print. And so how do I provide information here? What I've done in many cases is I've actually taken a screen scraper tool, a snipping tool, and taken pictures of each step and pasted them into Word documents and annotated them. With SharePoint Designer 2010, I have the ability to export my workflow to Visio, and that has made all the difference. All I need to do in SharePoint Designer is open my workflow and then choose Export to Visio. The name of the workflow is used as the file name, and the type of file it creates is called a Visio Workflow Interchange file. I don't really have any other choice here, so there's no reason to worry about it. I'm going to go ahead and click Save, and that interchange file has now been created. That's the easy part. Now I need to go open it up in Visio, and that's not a lot harder. So here I am in Visio Premium 2010, and I say Premium not because I want to upsell you, but because if you don't have Microsoft SharePoint Workflow as one of your choices when you choose Flowchart, like this, you're not in Premium or you're not in 2010, and you won't be able to do this. But check this out. I'm going to open a new Microsoft SharePoint Workflow. Here it is. Here are my workflow actions, and I can now go to Process and import my workflow that I created in SharePoint Designer. And this to me is worth the price of admission, because now I don't have to copy and paste out of any window. I get a really nice representation of my workflow. So let's zoom in a little bit and take a look, because this did a beautiful job. So here we have processes. We're waiting for items to change. Look at that little clock. All of my users are going to understand that. They're going to understand send an email with a little email attachment and stop. But Visio is using the proper symbology for my IT people to be happy too. This is a process, this is a decision. Or in workflow terms, this is an action, this is a condition. So every place that I have multiple choice, notice that we have a condition going into actions if it's yes and not if it's no. So what a beautiful thing this is, that I have a great flowchart that I created with just a small number of clicks. I can take this apart and use it in a PowerPoint presentation. I can print this and talk with users about it. I can post it on the wall of my cubicle. And it represents such a major step forward in documentation. I'm thrilled with this new feature of SharePoint Designer 2010, and I use it all the time.